Alright, now I'm getting some heat. Oh. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special and somewhat terrifying episode of Tyler Tries Hot Sauce. We're going to deviate, we're going to break the form a little bit, and I have a story for you. It's story time. Last night we were out at the bar, and there was a guy named Frank, and he was walking around the bar with a plate, and out of the corner of my ear I heard, pepper, try this pepper. And of course my ears perk up immediately. I'm like, this guy's handing out pepper? So I walk up to him, I said, oh, what you got there? He said, this is the 7-Pot Brown, which I haven't looked up, but he said it's the 5th hottest in the world. Now I've heard of the 7-Pot, ooh, I can smell them from here. Oh my gosh. 7-Pot Brown, let's look it up together. 7-Pot Brown is a Puckerbutt product at Currie. 7-Pot pepper, it originates from Trinidad, so like the Trinidad Moruga scorpion. He gave me 2 of these bad boys, one of them which we were eating on already. And I do primarily review hot sauces, but hot sauces are made out of hot peppers. And so, although this is not a hot sauce or a challenge-based YouTube channel, I want to give my review of the 7-Pot Brown pepper. So, first thing I'm going to do, one, you're supposed to wear gloves, because you can get this capsaicin like all over everything and in your eyes, so I'm going to do everything I can to not do that. And honestly, I've never really been nervous for one of these videos until right now. So this is it. Hopefully this autofocus, let me make sure it focuses for you. Okay. See it? It's a nice pod. That sucker looks hot. So 7-Pot Brown, he said it was grown locally here in Savannah. His name is Frank, and a little plug for his business. He owns a little shop, island themed ceramic and driftwood art shop out on Tybee Island. So if you're in Savannah, the Low Country, definitely stop in. It's a couple buildings down from Inferno, our hot sauce shop. It's called Tipsy Mermaid Art, and it's at right on Tybee Island near Inferno. So just look up Tipsy Mermaid Art if you want to go see Frank and his wife Kathy. So Frank, you're a really cool guy. Thanks for the hookup. I'm going to taste this guy. I'm not gonna eat the whole thing all at once. I just can't do it. But I've had whole pods before. I've had jalapenos. I've had serranos and a habanero in bits. So I'm gonna taste this, eat as much of it as I feel like I can handle until I don't want to eat anymore, and then I'm gonna review it based on flavor, heat, and not value, but just flavor and heat relative to sauces I've tried, relative to other pods I've tried. Now, the bag and my fingers have kind of a glossy feeling to them, and I believe that is the capsaicin. So it doesn't really have a smell. Not really a strong smell to it. But anyway, here we go. Little baby bite. I remember trying it last night. Creeps a little bit. So, not a strong pepper flavor like a serrano, but heat. Ooh. That one hit top of my mouth, back of my throat. I remember last night kind of got the roof of my mouth towards the back. Right now at this point, pretty much my tongue is on fire. And it touched a little bit of my lip, so that's kind of burning too. You're supposed to prep for these things by eating a banana or dairy or something to kind of line your esophagus or your stomach. I've noticed that I can usually handle the heat in my mouth. But I'll have to, as soon as this video is over, or maybe even during the video, I'll have to get some Tums going because I start to get acid reflux and some indigestion going. So another thing is, I'm not really a big pepper guy when it comes to like bell pepper or any sort of fresh pepper like a serrano, poblano. But as soon as you bake it or cook it or put it in something, grind it up, put it in chili, alter it at all, then I love it. I love hot sauce. But this is nice because it doesn't have like an overwhelming pepper taste to it, like a bell pepper. It's very thin wall. Here's a close-up of what the inside's starting to look like. There you go. Oof. So heat's just still working its way, ramping up still. And obviously it's not going to really stop till I finish eating and then give it a couple minutes. I'm starting to sweat, glistening a little bit here. But let's keep going. Oh. So at this point, it's mostly right in the, just right where I experienced it last night. The back of my mouth, the roof of my mouth, my throat, and the back of my tongue primarily. And I'm already starting to feel a little bubbling in my gut here. So a little cerveza should help out. You can start to see some seeds in there. I think that I heard is that it's actually a myth that those are what contain the heat, but I'm no pepper expert. All right. I don't think that beer helped at all. Let's keep going with this. I have sufficiently coated the interior of my mouth with 7 Pot Brown. Ooh, I'm starting to feel my arms and legs start to glisten with sweat as my body is reacting to the capsaicin. I'm thinking that it's hot in here. It's really hot. It's putting some self-defense mechanisms up, trying to cool itself off. I probably should just do this faster. Let's go for a bigger bite. Oh. That's a little nauseating. So this is where, honestly, it's just the pure pepper. Oh, pure pepper taste that I do not like. All right, now I'm getting some heat. Oh, still in my lip. It's hot. Oh. I'm getting waves of nausea. Yeah. Oh, it's so hot. Yeah, I got the full effect there. That's it for me as far as eating this. We're gonna keep rolling. So you got the afterburn there. Oh, I'm gonna put this down. I'm gonna wipe the capsaicin off of my fingers and let this ride out. Oh, now. Burns. Breathing fire. It's in the roof of my mouth. My nose is running. But you got to remember, that it only ever lasts 5 or 10 minutes. So if you think you're gonna die, just lean into it. Starting to sweat here. Let's get a close up. Oh my gosh. Still sporadic little waves of nausea. I feel it in my ears, in my sinuses, and I feel a bead of sweat on my ear. So that's pretty interesting. My lips are numb. I haven't quite, I think I've leveled off, so it's meaning the heat isn't still building up, but it hasn't started to taper off either. So I'm just like on the top of the plateau. Oh man, feeling it in my stomach. The other part of the reason I'm doing this is because I live near Stephen Cloran, who invented the chocolate bootla, and not too far from Ed Currie, who owns Puckerbutt and invented the 7-Pot Brown and the Carolina Reaper and Pepper X. So at some point I'm probably going to try a pepper that's even hotter than this. So this is kind of training, at least to know what I'm up against. Okay, so this is good. It's starting to come down in my mouth. It's still super hot. It is starting to get worse in my stomach though. It's almost like the pain in my mouth is going down and the pain in my stomach is going up. But once I run you through the afterburn of my experience up top, then I'll end the recording and I'll eat what I need to do to kind of even out my stomach, get some Tums in there. Sweating pretty good. So what I started to say I couldn't get out was when I'm trying hot sauces, I'm typically trying more mild hot sauces because I'm only purchasing stuff that I would actually eat and put on food. So I'm not trying a lot of super hot sauces, and I'm not going out of my way to get these super hot pepper pods. Oh, that feels better. So this is kind of nice for the channel because I'm able to get some heat, get some real, test myself pretty good. And then not have, 9/10 of a bottle just chilling in my fridge for a year or 2 years or whatever until somebody brave enough comes along to try it. My mouth's mellowing out. I'm sweating like crazy. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and really starting to feel it in my stomach and my esophagus. My body does not like that. But it is Friday night, so I have some time to recover. It's starting to come down in my mouth. I should have like ice cream or something cream-based ready to go, but I don't. Oh, I might have to next time. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get a Tums. I'll be right back. You can still hear me, but you just can't see me. Oh, man. Here we go. All right. There hasn't been a wave of nausea or anything for a while now. I'm sweating. You're seeing I'm being very careful with my hands because even though I wiped them off, I haven't actually thoroughly washed them, and that pepper capsaicin could be all over the place. That immediately helped. This is not a sponsored post by any means or anything like that, but oh, the antacid kicked in like immediately. Still in a lot of pain. My mouth's pretty good though at this point. Oh man, that's crazy. definitely the hottest pepper I've ever eaten. Not the hottest thing I've tried, but maybe the most. Probably gonna curl up on the couch after this and relax and deal with the side effects later on. But I'd say overall that was pretty successful. Here's where I'm at. I'm sweating. I think I touched my nose because I'm feeling some numbness on the outside of my mouth, on my upper lip and my nose. My mouth is pretty much towards the very tail end of the heat at this point. Not a lot going on, but my stomach is on fire, and I'm like, it wants me. I want to double over because it's just cramping up so much. But there will be hotter. It's happened before. I'm sure it'll happen again. This has been the 7 Pot Brown on Tyler Tries Hot Sauce. I can handle my super hots. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions of hot sauces you'd like me to try, please drop them in the comments below. I would go out of my way to get something and try it for you. Hi puppy, I can't touch you. Lily's here to support me, but I can't pet her because I don't want to give her any heat. Oh, she knows I'm sweaty. That's why. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. See you next time, and much love. Good girl. Good girl.